Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's Christmas time, and to get ourselves in the mood, we're going to do some small town Christmas shopping. Nothing like it, because you can find some unique items that you don't find anywhere else. So, here we go. First, we're here at Carriage House Antiques in Oldenburg, Indiana. They have a lot of 1950s European ornaments that are beautiful. This was gorgeous. Paperweight snowflake. And I loved this postcard with the little Punch and Judy puppet with Santa Claus. These are kind of like music boxes. They wind up at the bottom. They're bells, German. And they do have a lot of German items here because obviously Oldenburg is a German town. This was fabulous. French cage. He has a little fake dove in there. Very tempted to purchase this. Awesome piece. And all of these Santas, and look at her. She's got her little sewing she's doing. And these other Santas are just wonderful. The faces. Great prices at $45, I think. This guy was a little creepy. He was $23, circa 1950s also, but it actually plugs in and lights up. Now, I'm not sure if I would trust the cord, but he was an awesome piece. Some clay marbles, some handheld dexterity games, and this little baby in the bathtub. Nothing like antique dolls. They just have that look that they're going to come to life anytime. I just love it. Antique portraits, these daguerreotypes, they're one of my faves. Any kind of antique portraits I love. And I just love all the lights draped everywhere because it gives that background glow to everything. This flow blue plate was gorgeous for $25. And another print. And they're not that expensive, really. 45, no, 75. 75 is still a good price. And I loved these two trees. He had one up, I think it might have been in like an old barrel, but they have these horns, antique brass horns all over them, which is really neat, decorated that way. And this nativity, all the pieces, they were $70. Another piece that I wanted to come home with me, solid brass. They were heavy. These binoculars were just neat. Love old clocks. Reminds me of my grandmother's house. It could be quiet to hear enough to hear a pin drop in that house, but you'd always hear the click, click, click of the old floor-standing grandfather clock in the background. Lots of costume jewelry, inexpensive pieces, and I love the silver vanity pieces with the cut crystal. And here's a brush. They just made everything so pretty back then. And another gorgeous growl. That was a box. I'm honestly not sure what was, you know, supposed to be in it or what was held in it, but the box itself was gorgeous. And these little spiral trees that he had all over the place where he was showing off all these old ornaments were really neat. And I honestly wanted to ask him where he got them from, because I just think they're the neatest thing. These figurines reminded me of A Christmas Carol, which they might have been. But the guy in the back holding his bank bag full of money. Everything was decorated so pretty for Christmas. And we have all of these German smokers. Some of them have pipes and things, but you put the little piece in there and you light it and the smoke will come out of their mouth or whatever. You know, if it's like a little house figurine, it would come out the chimney. But these are all new pieces that he's got from Germany for sale here that you can purchase. And some more old ornaments. I just love them. A lot of little Santas on here. And that is a real feather tree from Germany. Right at the corner of the next block is A Beautiful World, and this is where we're at now. Everything here is new. It's under new ownership now from when I videoed last year. So there's a whole different style of Christmas going on here than there was last year. I was a little disappointed not to see any Belle Snickles, but she promised me that she would get some for next year. Needless to say, the place is filled to the brim with a ton of Christmas. Anything you'd want, and it had a magical vibe to it. All of the Christmas trees and the Christmas ornaments. It was just a wonderful visit. And I don't know where you're located in the U.S., but if you're anywhere like within an hour or so from Oldenburg, Indiana, it probably would not be a bad idea to head out this way just for a day trip. There's a few restaurants around there that are well known for their chicken, and you wouldn't be disappointed. If you watched last year's video, I ended up buying a ton of stuff last year, actually after Christmas when it was discounted. And so I didn't end up buying anything this time, even though I was very, very tempted on a few pieces, especially the little bird with the crown and the large Santa Claus bell. I thought those were awesome. Oh, and the little snowman. I love the little snowman. Well, I hope you're enjoying shopping with me from the comfort of your own home. It's awesome. You don't have to go out in the cold. I think it was like 21 degrees today, so I was freezing to death. Let me know down in the comments, what would you prefer as a gift? If someone's going to buy something for you for Christmas, would you rather it be an antique piece, a vintage piece, or something new? And what would be your ultimate Christmas present this year? What has been on your bucket list for years, something that you've wanted and that you haven't got yet? I know myself, because my bucket list is constantly changing. Once I check something off, it seems like I always find something else to replace it, that I just can't help myself.